of the NCAA tournament at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and 0. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Hold up.
Welcome to On the Block. He's Strick and Rico back again, 2 to 4 right here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube is where you can find us, and that's going to be important when we get into a little bit of giveaway. We have some balls that we're going to get into sometime, so be listening out. Keep your ears pinned to the channel or to the station or to the radio or to the text line or whatever, because we're going to be giving away some balls for March Madness. Stay tuned.
Unfortunately, all the 1 seeds are accounted for this one, and we only have 1 2 seed left, and that's Arizona, the Wildcats.
There you go. So, hey, but here's the thing about that, Rico, is, again, I'm going to reiterate, I totally believe that this is going to be the craziest March Madness of all time, meaning that there are going to be teams that come out of the woodworks. But, you know, part of this discussion we'll get into as well. We'll have Clester Johnson join us around 2:25. We'll talk about some brackets, some potential upsets, and, you know, things to look out for. And we'll also have a discussion on which number one, and we'll throw this out to the text line. So be listening out for that when it comes out, because we'll want to hear from you on the Sauter Heyman text line. Like, which number one do you think is going to go the furthest?
We'll like Houston. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I don't like Alabama, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that.
So we'll definitely dig into that.
I'll ask you why I think these ways.
We'll have Shootout with Strick, and then we'll get into the second hour, and we'll do some NBA buy or sell. We'll have some things. There's some games coming up. There's a lot of implications on both sides. Boston's on a free fall, kind of. They're just kind of playing kind of, and, you know, Brown and Tatum are not seeing eye to eye with regards to how they're playing right now. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Hopefully we'll have Sip at 3:25. If not, we'll have more discussion. That's what's going on today, and we thank you for joining us. But we're appreciative of Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. They are our suppliers of the wonderful ways in which we can touch you on these airways, and we're appreciative to them and Charles and the family. It is Tuesday. They are still in prep and putting together the menu for this week, in which they will open on tomorrow. So you won't be able to taste them today, but you definitely can get a taste of Mary Ellen's on mañana.
And please do.
Please do. Step out there and make sure you let them know that we sent you on the block.
And then bring me some. You know where to find me. I'll be right here.
As the illustrious Deion Sanders would say, you know where to find me.
I ain't hard to find.
It ain't hard to find. So let's jump into it a little bit now. Little hodgepodge. Let's throw it out there. We got a few minutes. One of the things I wanted to throw out there is, you know, I've been watching the 49er situation. Obviously, one has moved on based on what it's called in the NFL, and this is done because it was going on anyway, similar to what NIL has become, has basically broken out to be. This stuff was going on anyway, and it's what they called legal tampering. There's a period of 52 hours in which teams can actually have some discussion. So just a little breakdown on that. About a decade ago, the NFL had implemented a legal tampering period to account for the tampering that most teams were already doing, NIL.
It's happening anyway.
It's happening anyway under the NFL rules. Now, much of those negotiations happen legally in a 52-hour legal tampering window before the start of the new league year. While teams can negotiate during this period and have parameters set for potential contracts with pending free agents, nothing is finalized until it is actually inked on the paper. And that's the start of the new year. That's kind of how it works.
I think we saw this a couple of years ago where a player was announced to be signing with whatever team, and then in the 13th hour just switched and was signing with a different team because they offered a better deal, a better contract, more years, more money, however it was. So in this current window, this current version of the NFL right now, in these couple of hours that we've been going these last 2 days, these agreements, this person is signing here, this person is traded here, nothing is final.
Yeah.
So right now you can say, McGlinchey is signed with the Denver Broncos, but if somebody comes along and says, hey, we'll pay you, $5 million more than the Broncos are paying you, same amount of years, he might change his mind.
Yeah, so it's like basically a poker hand in which you're just really laying out your hand and showing them everything that you got. You have no bluff involved. You're basically giving everybody on the outside kind of what you're offering, and if somebody believes that specific individual is better, then so it can be a possibility, a hint of possibility in which somebody can jump in at the bottom half of the hour and tap in on you. And
how many of those numbers do you think are fake? Like not like fake, but just like they're stretching it a little bit. Like we're offering this player 4 years, $85 million, when in reality they're offering 4 years, $75 million. But what gets leaked to the press was 85, and the player knows it's not true. The team knows it's not true, but another team might think it's 85. So like, okay, we'll offer you 4 years, $95 million. Like how often do you think that might be happening? I don't know if that's from the team's point of view or the player's point of view, in order to get more money or to see if another team wants to spend more money on this player.
I mean, that's the thing. I'd love to see the metrics on that and the analytics on that, because I think that's very possible that people can be tossing things out into the wind. But the thing about tossing things into the wind, you might get stuck with it, right? So it's kind of like you're I'm trying to think of a scenario in life where you kind of tip your hand. It's kind of like when you go into the auction blocks, right? Or you're sitting at those, you've seen on the show, the TV show that they have where they go and they bid on the
Storage Wars,
right?
Yeah.
Very similar to Storage Wars. So it reminds me of that kind of situation where
you're trying to get somebody to spend more so they can't buy one later on. So you're like, okay, I'm going to keep pushing this one up, but you might hit a point stuck. And they're like, okay, I'm done, and then you get it.
You might end up stuck.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thing that I think can happen in that situation. So it's kind of tipping your hand, but also, maybe you get stuck with with the garbage in the in the garbage can of the storage container. But no,
that would make sense.
But one of the things I wanted to throw out to you, I was listening to Brock Purdy's, some doctors that had did the surgery. It seems that the surgery went well. It wasn't Tommy John. It wasn't extra. But I wanted to throw this to you, man. Do you think this actually could potentially be a blessing in disguise for the 49ers?
How so?
So looking at it like this, right? One, he's going to initially go back as a part of his regimen. Part of his rehabilitation regimen is going to be throwing in about 3 months. So he's going to be working in different areas and also being able to work on his mechanics. And there's going to be some areas in which they can, with the technologies of the day, they can really work on, okay, here's where some weaknesses are. Oh, you're a little bit off. They can work on those areas and improve his mechanics, right? Okay. On top of that, you have a quarterback that one, you was able to move, and that's just a tender. It's part of the tampering situation. So it's discussed. But you have another quarterback that had been injured that you still haven't had a chance to really look at. So did you want to really have this battle going on without, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the injury to Purdy really could allow them to see fully, is it that they want, Lance or what? You feel me?
Yeah, no, I get that. So so in a way, his injury freed up San Francisco to make the move to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, because they realized in his rehabilitation, he might be getting better at throwing the football. It's not, he's never going to be, better because he's dealing with an elbow injury. But in terms of mechanically, some things that maybe you wanted to work on might get fixed during that. And also you've got Trey Lance, who's also coming off an injury, didn't really play all season.
Right.
So he's going to be fresh coming in. So you realize you have two young quarterbacks. You don't have to spend this money on a veteran quarterback because Trey Lance has learned under Jimmy Garoppolo for 2 years, I think. And Brock Purdy has already shown you what he's able to do at the end of the season. So, no, it's kind of a blessing in disguise. But it's also, one of those scary things because what if
you still might be lost out
what
there.
if he doesn't get back to where he was? What
right.
if this actually, although the surgery was successful, his throwing motion is thrown off and he doesn't have the same zip and he can't throw it as far.
Right.
And it's a chance that you're taking, but it's better
It's a calculated risk.
It's a calculated risk, and it's better than just kind of sitting back, knowing what you have in Jimmy Garoppolo, knowing that if he doesn't have a bunch of weapons around him, if your defense isn't elite, you're not going to get the best out of your team with a Jimmy Garoppolo leading your team.
Right.
So I get it. It's interesting.
So I just thought that was interesting as I was looking over.
And I think this is the chance that Trey Lance needed. You never want anybody to get hurt, but in order for Trey Lance to get a fair shake at winning this job, they needed to get rid of Jimmy. Yeah. Because if not, they were always going to, if he struggled at all, they were going to fall back on Jimmy Garoppolo.
Exactly.
So getting rid of him frees Trey Lance up to play more and hopefully live up to the billing as the 3rd overall pick, I think he was, that San Francisco took him with.
Yeah. So it gives him a real true eye to look and to dig into that. Your boy, Aaron Rodgers.
Don't you know my boy?
Is he playing chicken, or is this a game that's being played, do you think, Rico?
So, according to Adam Schefter, on, it was like NFL Today or whatever it was, ESPN, if the deal with the Jets, if Aaron Rodgers wanted that deal done, if he wanted to officially say, I am a New York Jet, it would be done already. The Jets and the Packers are waiting on one thing and one person, and that's Aaron Rodgers himself to confirm that he is going to play football next season. He still hasn't told New York. He still hasn't told Green Bay, I am coming back. I am going to be playing in the NFL next year. As soon as he confirms that and admits to playing next year, the deal will be announced as being done. But he's holding it up. And to me, Schefter didn't go into this, but to me, this is Aaron Rodgers wanting more time in the sun, wanting more time to shine, wanting people to talk about him more and more and more. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know Aaron Rodgers personally, but this just seems like he wants everybody to focus on him. Focus on me. I'm Aaron Rodgers. I'm the talk of the town. I'm the biggest, trade acquisition that people are going to talk about for all of this time until everybody else is done trading and all the other free agents are done. I'm just going to sit here and have you talk about me.
That's interesting. I just find it quite interesting.
Because then he also throws out, if you want me, you got to sign OBJ. Oh, you gotta sign Alan Lazard. You gotta sign Randall Cobb. Like, he's gonna make the terrible thing is, if he has the Jets make all of these signings and then either A, decides he doesn't want to play football, or B, decides he doesn't want to go to New York,
right,
they're gonna be in a terrible position because everybody else is gonna be off the board. They traded they let Mike White walk to go to Miami to be the backup, possibly the starter, depending on Tua's health. And Mike White, was leading the Jets on some pretty good. Oh man, I forgot the EAS. Dang it. That's on me.
That's all right.
That's okay.
We're
it
good.
Happens.
So we'll just go a break.
Yeah, we'll just go to a break right here. Dang it. I just asked Mark about it too.
We'll hit a break and we'll be right back after the essay.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. Pressure, just professionalism.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
This is Jay Foreman. When I played football for Nebraska and in the NFL, I wore protective gear to safeguard my health. Today, I'm not only protecting my health, but everyone in our community by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Update your protection with the bivalent COVID vaccine while it's still free. Find out more at healthylincoln.org. That's healthylincoln.org.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group homes for special needs adults to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air. When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Forget the lame excuses this year. Your boss already knows why you can't make it to work. Join 93.7 The Ticket on Thursday and Friday, March 16th and 17th at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for March Mayhem. Come early on Thursday to get a ping pong ball with a lucky team on it. And stay all day for prizes throughout and buzzer beater upsets. And Friday, yeah, enjoy green beers for St. Patrick's Day and day 2 of the NCAA tournament at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and O.
Can you believe all the empty car lots in Lincoln? How can they survive? Well, they are surviving by charging way too much and making you believe there are no cars available. Hey, this is Carl from Price Right Auto. I'm here to tell you that they are full of bull stuffing. Come out to Price Right in West O and you'll find over 100 great vehicles at some great prices. We won't let you get a lemon since we back every one of our vehicles with our Peace of Mind 3-month warranty. If you want a hassle-free car buying experience, check out our website, pricerightauto.com. Come see a great selection of affordable used cars on West O Street at Price Right Auto.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando me dijo que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil. Un día me dijeron que pintara el marco del lado por dentro y pinté el lado de afuera.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él.
Si algo se nota diferente, podría ser Alzheimer. Es momento de hablarlo. Visita alz.org/nuestras historias para saber más. Un mensaje de The Alzheimer's Association y The Ad Council.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to On the Block. E. Strick here and Rico Suave. We are on the block, 93.7 The Ticket. We appreciate you for being on the block and the Blockheads joining us as well. Before we bring in two-time national champion Clester Johnson, we're going to give away a few ping pong balls here. And it's going to be a trivia question to which the Sauter-Heyman text line needs to be on fire. Also, the stream. We'll take the stream. It'll be the first 5 that get the answer correctly on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter as well. You're welcome to tap in, but the Sutter Heyman text line at 402-464-5685. Get your ping pong balls, get in the game, the NCAA tournament, the number 1 seeds and number 2, I think, is out of the question, but you should still be able to tap in. Here we go. The question is this. Eric Strickland is number 2 all-time in scoring for Class A basketball in the history of Nebraska sports. How many points is that I have for that record of number 2 in the state?
How many points?
How many points total did I score to get the number 2 slot? As you guys are looking for the number 2 spot as well. How many points? If you're on the text line, you can tap in on that, figure that out, hit that first. The first 5 that get it will get the balls, and a lot of people are not in the range.
Matt and Chris, you need to go much higher. Don, so close.
You're so close. You almost had it.
The Cubs score way too high.
Yeah. So, but in the meantime, while you guys are doing that action, we're going to bring in Clester Johnson, and we'll keep the names. But
I'll keep track of it.
Yeah, Rico, keep you. Clester Johnson joining us on the block. Hey, man, I just threw something out there. We have some balls being tossed around in here. I know that didn't sound right. Pause. Ping pong balls. Let me pause.
Clester, get your mans.
So this is what it is, man. We're giving away some ping pong balls for the NCAA tournament, and if you hit, you win. You're gonna win some big prizes. So the question was, your boy E. Strick is number 2 all time in scoring for Nebraska history.
I know that number, but I'm not gonna say it.
There's 2 people that just hit, huh?
I know that number, but I'm not gonna say it. But can I tell everybody one little piece of history that did pertain to E. Strick's number 2 ranking all time in Class A scorer? Now, E. Strick pretty much should have been the all-time leading scorer, but the number 1 guy had to score 50 points in his last game to break the record.
Yeah, and I didn't go to the state tournament that year either, so I didn't get a chance to put in some extra work to do that. But that is absolutely true. And class, when I reminisce and remember that time, I'm watching him kind of go through the state tournament, and of course, I'm sitting at home. My team wasn't able to get there that year, and when I'm looking at it, matter of fact, I missed 2 state tournaments. One I should have played in. We all know what happened my freshman year, which was some bull junk, but nonetheless, I should have been there my freshman year as well. But I only got really, I think, 1, maybe 2 shots at it. I think 2 shots at it we got. But listen, Cless.
Yes.
I'm watching Hastings play defense on Dre, and I'm like, are y'all just going to let this man just do this to you without letting nobody else touch the ball? I'm like, are y'all serious?
They had a 7-footer, man. They had a 7-footer.
It was unbelievable to me, man. I was watching that happen before my eyes on TV, and I was pulling out hair. I actually had hair back then. But there are some people that are winning. We thank you guys. There are some people that are winning. We'll announce that as we finish up this segment. But Cless, got a couple of things, man. You got your bracket set.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have a good idea of who I think is going to go to the Final Four. And I feel pretty confident about it, except every time the NCAA starts, there's always teams that just get hot and hungry, and they come out of nowhere. It's just so unpredictable. You don't know who it's going to be, but it happens every year. But I got an idea of where I want to go.
I got you. Well, tell me this then. So you if you look at the brackets, you're breaking it down. The crazy thing is only one of them actually won their conference title. They got drubbed. And so when you look at that, so your number one all overall is Alabama. Then you have Houston, you have Purdue, and then you have Kansas. Kansas is in the West, Houston's in the Midwest, Alabama's in the South, Purdue is in the East. Now tell me this. Which one of those number ones is going to go the farthest? Your thoughts?
You know, I heard everybody. I see a lot of people talking about Alabama, and as I look at Alabama bracket, I think that is the weakest. The South is the weakest of all the brackets, I believe. So, you know, if Alabama stay consistent and play like they have played this year, I feel like they're going to have an issue with San Diego State may be an issue. That might be an issue for Alabama. But if they can get past San Diego State and also a potential matchup with Baylor, because unfortunately I did pick Baylor over Creighton. So the winner of Baylor Creighton is going to have that, to me, is going to have that next shot at taking Alabama out, because I don't know. I'm just not a believer in Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm just not a believer in Arizona. I haven't really seen them play well consistently over the year. I just don't. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't have that feeling for Arizona. But Alabama's part of the bracket. You know, they're gonna have to play Maryland. You know, Maryland is a team that is out of a conference that is a basketball conference, and we don't traditionally view the SEC as a basketball conference, except that time where Florida kind of reigned over everybody.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know, the conference that Maryland comes out of, I mean, they are ballers. They are just straight ballers in that conference. And if Alabama gets past them, and San Diego State, I think it's smooth sailing. It's smooth sailing for them into the Final Four.
Okay, well, break this down for me, man. You know, our hearts are broken, you know, because you and I both came up and just kind of helped to set the tone of what is now there at Bellevue West, both on, you know, the full range of sports now and the success that they're having. But, you know, we're losing a good one. Coach Doug Woodard is, you know, bowing out. He's passing the torch. So 2 questions along that lines. Your thoughts about that and his retirement, then, you know, the potential future of Bellevue West basketball and where it goes from this point on. And just want to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, I had a chance to have a little back and forth with Coach Woodard. Obviously, he's played a huge part in the Johnson family's life, because I've had 3 sons interact with him, you know, 2 mainly who played their full career out through high school. And my son Keegan decided he wanted to focus more on football as he got older. But Coach Woodard, man, is the epitome of an old school basketball junkie that have been able to, obviously he's been able to mutate his style through the years, because he will tell you the kid that he started coaching 25 years ago at Bell West and the kid today, so much different. He's a progressive guy. He's pretty progressive in his thought, and he keeps people around him that I think, you know, gives him good input. You know, like you got to have people around you that have their ears to the streets that can say, hey, man, you know, maybe we should start doing this, or maybe we should start doing that. He also has guys around him that can translate for him, which is awesome. And I feel if they keep the staff intact, if they elevate his number 2 and everybody else stays with the 4 starters they got coming back next year, they should be in the mix. I know for next year, for sure. It's going to be interesting to see what happens after that.
Yeah. So let's talk about that, right? Because one of the things that they've been able to do both on the basketball and the football side is is build culture, build when you show up on campus and when you show up on the field or on the court, you understand the expectations. And one of the things that I saw is when they emptied the bench, Clester, when I was calling the games down there for the state tournament, everybody from the guys that could not play, that had not played, was trying to play or looking to elevate themselves to play in the near future. They played the same way. And so when you're talking about building a culture, whether it be for the Husker football program here, for the basketball program as it's starting to try to look to its future, what does that entail, and how is that built? On what type of foundation? I mean, where does that come from?
So I think that what's happening at Bellevue West is very rare that you have a really solid football program and a really solid basketball program. What happens is, Coach Huffman have brought in a lot of great athletes over the years. Everybody knows that some of the really good schools recruit, and then after you recruit some of these good players and you start to see that they're in a system that's conducive to getting scholarship offers, then that just draws more kids to your school. So I think if one of the football who has a tons of kids who, there's way more kids on a football team than a basketball team. I think the football team will continue to help the basketball team, because when you look at the team this year, you had Jaden Bullion, you had Isaiah McMorris, and then you had one of the Rope brothers. All three of those guys were football starters.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I think the culture of football is going to continue to help basketball to a degree. But you're going to have to mix that in with some true basketball players. Like there's not very many Eric Stricklands. Like Eric Strickland was a true football player who could have played professional football, and he was a true basketball player who could play pro basketball, and he was a true baseball player who could play professional baseball. Like you don't have very many of them, but you got to get those guys who are gym junkies. Your Chucky Hedburn,
right?
Your the kid who's number one this year. Why can't I think of his name? He's going to Creighton.
Oh yeah, Josiah.
Josiah.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to have those guys too, and right now they still have them. Like Jaden Jackson is coming back, and Will Eldon is coming back. So I mean, they got some guys. They just got to continue to have a couple of those guys. You mix them in with some of those athletes from the football team, and I think they'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, that's good, because that's one of the things that's hardest to do for a coach, is to build culture. And so that's what Nebraska is needing to do, both for their football program and basketball programs right now, is to find those type of people that are going to want. And I know you got to see it because you watched it up front, up close and personal. I wish I could delve a little bit deeper into what you were able to do with the culture that was built here at Nebraska when you were here. But we got to take a break because we got Shootout with Strick coming up. Always a pleasure to have you, my friend. It was good seeing you yesterday as well. And we hope to hear you again next week, earlier in the week, when we reconvene after the weekend.
No doubt. And enjoy those cigars, my brother. Enjoy those
Yes,
cigars.
sir. You know your boy Stricky will. Clester Johnson, two-time national champion. There he goes. We got to take a break. We have Shootout with Strick. Call in.
What do you want to, before we do that really fast, so we have the 5 people.
Yeah.
So it's Jeff Plackey, Jesse, Rubber Duck from LinkedIn, Guilt Nerd, and another Jesse. Not the same Jesse, a different Jesse. So, Stricky, if you would like to spin that, reach in there, grab 5, and the order that you read them are the order that we're going to give these to these people.
I'm twisting.
Twisting and spinning and twisting and spinning.
And they're ping pong balls.
Yep. Tilt it up a little bit so they don't all fall out, because that happened earlier on the drive. They just dropped them all. All right, grab 5 of them.
Cuatro. And Viva 5.
Cinco.
Viva 5.
All right. Read them off. Jeff Plackey, this is your team. He's going to mix them up a little bit more.
Plackey gets Virginia.
Virginia. Good one.
It's not actually that bad.
Jesse gets.
Jesse 1 gets UConn.
UConn. Oh, Jesse. That's a good one. Rubber Duck gets.
Rubber Ducky gets Creighton.
Oh, okay. You're going to have to be a bit of a J-sker now, Rubber Duck. Guilt Nerd.
Guilt Nerd gets Tennessee.
Oh, these are some good teams. All right. And Jesse, the other Jesse, gets
Arizona.
Oh, my goodness. Look at y'all. Virginia, UConn, Creighton, Tennessee, Arizona.
Gotta love it.
No bad picks in that group. But up next, Shootout with Strick.
Shootout with Strick.
Got the questions. We're ready. It's going to be a good one. Up next on the Block.
Can you believe all the empty car lots in Lincoln? How can they survive? Well, they are surviving by charging way too much and making you believe there are no cars available. Hey, this is Carl from Price Right Auto. I'm here to tell you that they are full of bull stuffing. Come out to try Westo and you'll find over 100 great vehicles at some great prices. We won't let you get a number one vehicles with peace of mind 3 months warranty. If you want a hassle-free car buying experience, check out our website, pricerightauto.com. Come see a great selection of affordable used cars on West O Street at Price Right Auto.
Max 10 for men. Bye-bye golfer lines and t-shirt 10s. Take it to the max at Max 10. Get a 30-day pass, just $25 with stand-ups and laydowns for men of stature. Be a Max 10 man. Get 30 days for just $25 now at all 4 Lincoln Max 10 locations.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Expect mostly sunny skies. It will be windy, though. South winds gusting to around 25, even close to 30, but much warmer. We'll reach a high of 52. A few passing clouds tonight with a low of 36. Still windy tomorrow. South gusting over 30, but even warmer with a high of 64. I'm meteorologist for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Megan Whitaker from the Nebraska golf team. If you put your clubs away for the winter, it's time to get them back out. There's no need to stop thanks to Double Eagle Golf. Double Eagle is home to Lincoln's best indoor golf simulators. It's perfect for every level of golfer, with everything from casual games for the kids to hyper-realistic simulations of some of the best courses in the world. And the best part, no matter what the weather's doing outside, it's always golf weather inside. See for yourself. Double Eagle Golf, just 5 minutes from downtown at the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel, so do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck, so stop on in or visit us online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with roof credit.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air. When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group homes for special needs adults to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years, Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
It's time to play Shootout with Strick. Call now, 464-5685, to take your shot against Eric Strickland. Shootout with Strick. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Time to play the game!
Welcome into the best show on 93.7 The Ticket. Shootout with Strick. Yeah, I said it. What's up, Shut Up, Sipple? This is the best game show on the ticket.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're just going to have to take it. It's all about the game.
It's all about the game. And
Shootout.
Stricky's 1-0 for the week. So let's go.
Shootout with Strick starts, and we've got a caller. Caller, I going to be honest with you, I forgot your name.
Dave.
Dave. I'm really sorry about that, Dave. But do you know the rules of the game?
Yes, I do.
All right, Dave. So you understand that Strick goes first, and I'm letting everybody know that Mark came up with these questions, and he went with team scoring, teams that lead in these statistical categories. So statistical category team leaders. So Strick is going first, obviously, as the game states. So let's get this B-bar up here. Okay, and Strick, you ready?
Yes, go.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. This team led all teams in scoring offense. Arizona or Gonzaga?
Gonzaga.
That is correct. This team led all teams in average scoring margin. Houston or Alabama?
Houston.
That is correct. This team leads in offensive rebounds per game. Charleston or UConn?
UConn.
That is incorrect. This team leads in personal fouls per game. Colgate or Creighton?
Creighton.
That is correct. This SEC team leads the country in defensive rebounds per game.
7, 6, 5.
SEC.
SEC.
Alabama.
1.
You nailed it. You got it.
Woo!
You only got one wrong, and that was UConn. Sir, you got yourself
I almost said Kentucky.
a cool 5 points.
Almost said Kentucky. Woo! I went with my gut on that one.
All right,
All right.
Dave. You got to beat 5. How you feel?
Pretty weak.
You feel pretty weak? I believe in you. All right. All right. Your part of the shootout starts in 3, 2, 1. This team leads in assists per game. Xavier or Marquette?
Marquette.
That is incorrect. This team leads in steals per game. Merrimack or Maryland Eastern Shore?
Merrimack.
That is correct. This team leads in scoring defense. North Texas or Tennessee?
Tennessee.
That is correct. This team leads in three-point percentage. Xavier or Colgate?
Xavier.
That is incorrect. This ACC team leads the nation in turnovers per game.
7, 6, 5.
North Carolina.
4, 3,
I'm sorry.
1.
Even if you would have got it right, you wouldn't have gotten it right. It was Virginia.
Oh, you was in the right hemisphere.
You got 2 points. Unfortunately, not enough to beat Strick. Strick goes 2-0 on the week so far. But hey, don't worry about it. If you hang up now and call back, caller number 3 will be the winner of $15 to Buffalo Wings and Rings that you can use Thursday and Friday. You can use it whenever, but you can use it on Thursday and Friday when we are out at Buffalo Wings and Rings doing our show live, eating wings, watching basketball.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
We want you guys to join us all the way out there on O Street. Buffalo Wings and Rings will be out there Thursday through Friday. I'm not sure which shows will be out there. I believe the Captain will be the first show out there. So after early break, you get out there. The Captain starts at 10 a.m. We'll be out there not 10 a.m. The Captain starts the Drive might be out there. They start at 8 a.m. I'm not exactly sure if we will, but, whatever. At 8 a.m., we'll be out there, and it'll be a blast. Again, watching basketball, eating wings, drinking drinks. It'll be fantastic. And also, the first 64 people that walk in the door get themselves some ping pong balls. If you won today, because we still have a couple more to give out, you can win again if you're one of the first 64 to walk in the door.
Well, one of the things is we're going to continue on after the break. In the next hour, we're going to give away 5 more balls, ping pong balls, pause, again, right after this. But 93.7 The Ticket, the block, on the block. We'll be right back.
Looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just look at career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to NovotnyNutritionandWellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, days, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel, so do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck, so stop on in or visit us online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with approved credit.
This is Megan Whitaker from the Nebraska golf team. If you put your clubs away for the winter, it's time to get them back out. There's no need to stop thanks to Double Eagle Golf. Double Eagle is home to Lincoln's best indoor golf simulators. It's perfect for every level of golfer, with everything from casual games for the kids to hyper-realistic simulations of some of the best courses in the world. And the best part, no matter what the weather's doing outside, it's always golf weather inside. See for yourself. Double Eagle Golf, just 5 minutes from downtown at the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street.
Max 10 for men. Bye-bye golfer lines and t-shirt 10s. Take it to the max at Max 10. Get a 30-day pass, just $25. With stand-ups and laydowns for men of stature. Be a Max 10 man. Get 30 days for just $25 now at all 4 Lincoln Max 10 locations.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Expect mostly sunny skies. It will be windy, though. South winds gusting to around 25, even close to 30, but much warmer. We'll reach a high of 52. A few passing clouds tonight with a low of 36. Still windy tomorrow. South winds gusting over 30, but even warmer with a high of 64. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! And you're going to go out of here at the Big 8 tournament champions.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Hold up.
Welcome back to On the Block here on 93.7 The Ticket. I am not Austin, if you couldn't tell. I am Rico, and I'm filling in for Austin while he is on vacation for the week, so it'll be me and Stricky all week. But hey, at least you got Stricky. One part of the duo is still here. Stricky, how we doing today?
Man, it's been a great day. We got another win, got another dub.
2-0 on the week.
But listen, shout out to the women as well. They've got a game coming up in the NIT. Go out there and support them. Get some more PBA time.
Yeah, tomorrow, head out to PBA as the women take on Missouri State, the Bears. And the women look to continue their season in the NIT. Hopefully they can go far. And let's see if we can't get an NIT championship out of this season, at least for the women. But on another note, we still have 5 ping pong balls to give away. And we have decided how we're going to do that. So first step, there are 3 steps to this. Okay, so I need you to listen intently. All right. First step, go to YouTube, subscribe to the 93.7 The Ticket YouTube account. Take a screenshot. Go to Twitter. Follow eStrick20. Take a screenshot.
Strick, E-S-T-R-I-C-K, like my name, eStrick.
Take a screenshot. Go to @RadioRicoAC. Follow. Take a screenshot. You have all 3 of those screenshots. Subscribe to YouTube. Follow Strick. Follow myself. Take all 3 of those, put it on the text line, prove that you have done all 3 of those things, and you get yourself a ping pong ball. Again, subscribe to the 93.7 Ticket YouTube. Follow Strick on Twitter. Follow myself on Twitter. And then you will get yourself a ping pong ball and be entered into the competition to be a winner. If your team makes the Final Four, if your team wins the entire thing, to win yourself some prizes from 93 Ticket. Nebraska high school football says, I can't be doing that, LOL. You should. Even if you can't do it from your Nebraska high school football account, do it from your personal account. Still counts. Do all 3 of those things.
Everybody is so funny. I love it.
Hey, you get yourself. Craig says, nobody's going to do all that. Good luck, Rico. Andrew Loverchick says, follow Rico. Not worth it. LOL.
Well, doggone it. Nyla Boo is on top of it.
Look, Nyla got all 3 of them. Look at that. Look at Nyla.
Care. Nyla Boo's on
all right.
it.
Nyla got herself a. You want to spin that? Get Nyla hers?
Get Nyla's ball.
Find out what team she will be supporting in March Madness. It's not hard. It's just 3 screenshots. 2 different websites, 3 screenshots.
Nyla Boo, here we go for you. Drake.
Oh.
And not the singer.
That's a good look.
Or the rapper.
I've said it before. Big Drake fan here. Not the rapper, but
Hey, listen,
the best one.
Drake might clip a few people. Don't sleep on him.
I like the Bulldogs of Drake.
Yes.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Oh, look who's in the building.
Triggy Riggy. Yes. All right.
I'm writing this down. It just takes me a second. I'm just slow writing.
So we do have one, but in the meantime, in between time, as you guys go about it and make your way to do that, we're going to talk a little bit of buy and sell. And I have a little bit of buy and sell that I want to throw out to the Sauter Heyman text line and Rico in itself. Like, here's one of them. Big trades have all happened in the Western Coast Conference, the West Coast Conference. Teams were hoping to have elevated and got better and made their way up the standings to get in place and position to try to win the playoffs in the Eastern Coast Conference. One of the things that I've seen is a nice run with injuries to LeBron James, a little bit here to AD. But their picks have been performing quite well for the Lake Show. The Lake Show has find themselves coming out from the doldrums of
look at them. Look at
them. Of the top 10 and the play-in game and finding their way into it now. And I think they are even at the 9 slot now after winning their last 7. The Lakers have the easiest, Rico, I'm giving a little background, a little context.
Go ahead. Yeah.
The Lakers have the easiest come down the stretch schedule of anybody in the league.
Okay. Let's look at this schedule.
Buy or sell, the Lakers win 3 out of their next 4.
3 out of their next 4. So their next 4 games, sorry, I got the hiccups. They travel to New Orleans, travel to Houston, face Dallas, and host Dallas and host Orlando. 3 of the next 4? Yes. They should. If they don't win 3 of the next 4, then they're not going to make the playoffs. That's kind of how I'm viewing this. You should beat New Orleans at New Orleans. You definitely should beat Houston at you. No matter where, you can play Houston anywhere.
You can play Houston in the backyard.
You should beat Houston. Dallas is going to be a little trickier. That one will be on NBA TV. That will be a little trickier with Luka and Kyrie.
No Luka. Kyrie didn't play last night, and they took it out. So I don't know if it's load management. I hadn't had a chance to dig into it.
We'll see what happens there. But if they have both of them healthy, it'll be a little tricky. And then Orlando is feisty, but they're not good. So the Lakers should, if they're trying to make a playoff push, if you got LeBron, if he's depending on when he comes back, he's ahead of schedule. I don't know when that means he'll come back.
I just love the fact that they're winning without him.
AD is performing like this is his team, which is exactly what he's supposed to be doing. This should be his team from the get-go. So we'll see how this goes. 3 of the next 4, yes, easily they should.
I'm going to buy also. I think that schedule bodes quite well for them, even though they're not the greatest road team, but the road teams that they've got to play are very gettable. So I'm going to buy that as well.
I got to buy or sell for you.
Bring it.
Sacramento has been on fire. They are surprised of the season. They're sitting at 40-27 this year. Buy or sell, Sacramento will stay a top 3 seed in the West. They are currently 3rd. They are 3.5 games ahead of Phoenix for the 3 seed.
I'm going to buy, and here's why I'm going to buy, because it's going to be a part of my next question.
Ooh.
And so therefore it's got to happen in order for me to be
I also think they're going to keep that. They're playing fantastic basketball. Fox is coming into his own. Sabonis, that was a fantastic trade for them. They're playing fantastic basketball. They're lighting the beam every night.
They won 8 of their last 10.
Lighting the beam every night.
Oh yeah, no question. So here's the next buy or sell for me. Who falls down the standings in the West by next week more? Phoenix, Memphis, or the Mavs? Who takes the hardest tumble down?
Phoenix, Memphis, or the Mavs?
And I'm gonna say I'm gonna buy and say it's Phoenix.
Phoenix has been struggling as of late. Unfortunately, they trade for Kevin Durant, and he's played 1 game with them. I believe it's only been 1 game with them. Oh, that one's a good one. That's a good one. I might have to.
Sound him a text line. You guys can always join in as well. 402-464-5685.
I might have to agree with you. Phoenix, an aging Chris Paul. Devin Booker's doing his best, but we've seen Devin Booker without Chris Paul. He loses a lot. He doesn't really win that much. DeAndre Ayton is hit or miss night after night. Kevin Durant isn't playing until the playoffs when he comes back.
Chris Paul is
hopefully
aging.
Healthy. I think I might have to agree with you with Phoenix. I want to say Memphis because Jaw's out for the rest of the season. He checked himself into rehab. He's out for the rest of the season, which I think that might be the best thing for him and the NBA. That'll be my next question. So I might have to. I think I'm going to agree with you. Phoenix is probably going to drop the most, especially with Golden State. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson got hot the other night. The LA Clippers, if they don't have to load manage Kawhi for 5 games in a row, then they'll be back on their thing. So I might have to go with Phoenix. I think I agree with you there.
Okay.
So my next question is, and this is, it's a little tricky, but is Ja Morant checking into rehab? Do you buy or sell Ja Morant checking into rehab as the best possible situation for the NBA? given everything that has transpired around him.
I buy that it is the best situation for everybody collectively. The Memphis Grizzlies, the NBA, himself. Damn, that didn't make sense. For
That makes sense.
himself.
Yeah, you're no good.
And the reason I say this is there could have been one of two outcomes for this situation, Rico. One, he could have found himself in a situation face to face with some real gangsters. And if you're claiming it, you're copping it, I don't go out and profess to be anything but me. I just sit and stay in my own lane. But when you're out there wolf ticketing, there's sure some there's some bigger fists that always would like to take a bite out of you, if it ever comes to that situation, right? So it could have went left easily, especially if you're strapped. You've got to make a decision. Are you going to stand and wolf and buck, or are you going to find your way out into a different situation? I think that's why, if you have means and you have the ability to do that, you let security take care of business. There's others that need to, and you just kind of stay in your lane, keep yourself quiet. That's why I enjoy playing with certain players. And one of the greatest lessons that I was close to, Rico, that I got to see personally, to understand how to move differently in atmospheres, was Paul Pierce. In a similar situation, Paul, coming from Inglewood, he's been around gangsters. He knows how to move in that sphere, and got into a situation up in Boston with some Bostonites and got stabbed up. And it came that close to his life.
Yes.
That's why he's one of the most resilient men that was able to see, because for him to come back in that, from summer to training camp after being stabbed up that many times, that was phenomenal for me to watch. So to see that, to learn from that, it could have went left in a different situation, but he was able to have people speak to him, the NBA, these type of ramifications come down on him, as opposed to something bad happening, which could have changed his life, i.e. your Henry Ruggs or situations like that, right? So I think that's why.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I think this is the best situation for, as you said, Memphis, the NBA, Ja Morant himself, because he's going out. He realizes the mistakes of his actions. He's going out to get help, and hopefully he can find the help that he needs, and he can get back onto the path of kind of where he was at when he first entered the NBA, of doing all of these amazing things as an NBA player, and leading a life that would allow him to become the face of the NBA and to be an inspiration to children everywhere of like, everybody knows the story. Like they weren't there to see him. They went to a back gym because one of the scouts got lost, found him playing in that back gym, and was just like, we need to get him on our team immediately. And he parlayed that scholarship to McNeese State into being the number 2 overall draft pick, and close to being the face of the NBA. Hopefully, if he can get the help needed, he can get back to that and get on the right path.
Yeah. So my next buy or sell is going to go to the NCAA bracket. Okay. It's going to come from this angle. Buying or selling that Houston has the roughest challenge of the number ones in the opening game of the NCAA tournament.
Who do they have?
They play Northern Kentucky.
Ooh. I think I'm going to buy that. I think everybody else kind of got an easier slate of things. If you look at Northern Kentucky, they've got a decent squad with them. That'll be, so Houston didn't have their leading scorer with them against Memphis. If he's still banged up, if he's not 100%, that is going to lead Memphis into some trouble. And if they run into trouble early, I'm sure that this 16 seed won't falter, won't blink, and they're gonna have some fun with Houston if they can't get on the right track. So I have them buy that. And Houston got a rough draw in their bracket as well.
Rico, I think I'm going to have to get on board with that and buy. I think that I would have to say that a scary route for me because listen, Texas Southern is very athletic. They didn't play very well, but they're athletic as heck. And that would be a scary one for me if they get through, but they've got to play in that playing game. So we just don't know if FDU is going, so we don't know who that's going to be. But I would venture to say I would shoot that way, but I'm going to look at Houston because Marcus Sasser, if he is not at full strength, their defense is phenomenal, but not being able to score, that's what I've been seeing as of late.
Yeah.
And that's where I think I would have to stand my ground and say I buy that they would be the one that could be most closest to get clipped.
Yeah. So I have to find this bracket again because I had it and I was looking at it and there was one team that was a lower seed that I thought had a really good chance of at least making it to the Elite Eight. So I just got to get back to that really fast so I can ask you the buy or sell on that one.
That's all right, but let's do this. I got one for you while you're checking it out.
Yep.
Buyer, and this is Sutter Heyman text line. You guys are always welcome to chime in as well. Buy or sell. Odell Beckham becomes a Cowboy.
Sell.
Why?
Aaron Rodgers specifically asked for Odell Beckham Jr. to join him on the Jets whenever that happens. So I think if that Aaron Rodgers trade is to go through, if the Jets truly want to get Aaron Rodgers in a Jets uniform on their field at MetLife, they are going to have to sign Odell Beckham. And if this is as close as everybody says it is, if it's just Aaron Rodgers saying that he wants to play away from happening, I think Odell ends up a Jet. It would probably be the best move for him to go to Dallas because then I don't know if he wants to be a number one option. I don't know if he still has the capability of being a number one option. But down in Dallas, he can be a 2, he can be a 3, and he can have a couple of games where he might become the number one option because CeeDee Lamb is getting double teamed. So I think it'd be the best move for him to go down to Dallas and be surrounded with a ton of weapons where he can get, his own. He's not going to get the number one targets or the number one yards or touchdowns, but he will get a decent amount of targets down there because he will be single covered. And if he is back to 100%, he is still a problem.
Well said. Well said. We do have some winners. It looks
we
like.
do. I got them all.
On that.
I got them all written down. If you want to start, rolling that over. So we've got Axel Foley, Ed, Chris Reynolds, and South Lincoln Steve. All of those next 4 will be the next 4 teams that we draw from our ping pong balls. So Strick's going to roll it up, and we're going to see who makes it in. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. Let's see if he can get it.
Put them in a circle of homies and watch me break them.
Yes. Perfect.
Y'all don't know about that 7-11. Okay.
Went to the 7-Eleven.
Who's up first?
All right. Axel Foley.
Axel Foley. Who you got, Axel?
Who does Axel Foley be rooting for?
First of all, classic movie. Whose name was Axel Foley in an 80s movie that was absolutely phenomenal? Sutter Heyman text line. I love that. No, yeah. Who had the name in a movie? His name was Axel Foley. I want to know if you guys know. I'm a movie buff, so I know. Yeah, Thunder Collins, you my guy. Kirk from Georgia, you my guy. You guys are movie buffs like Stricky.
They got it. They all got it.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, Axel Foley.
Who's Axel Foley rooting for?
I'm not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Here we go, Axel. You get ooh.
Oh, wow.
You fell for the banana in the tailpipe.
Jeez.
You get Colgate.
Colgate, brush your teeth. Hey, Colgate's pretty good.
I love you guys. You guys all know who it is.
They
you
made
guys
a run last year.
Shaken and not stirred. Brad from Baldwin. Yeah. All y'all. Nate. Yeah.
All right. Who's up next? Ed. Who's Ed rooting for?
Ed. Shake it up. Ooh.
Jeez. That's not great.
Kennesaw State.
Kennesaw State.
Ooh, there's still a few good ones in there, but those
All
weren't
right.
the ones.
Chris Reynolds.
Oh, Healy's got one.
Who'd he get?
Kentucky.
Oh, there you go, Chris. Kentucky. Go Big Blue for
shoot,
you.
That's hilarious.
And South Lincoln Steve.
Oh, there's one more.
Yep, one more. Uno más. Uno más, uno más, uno más. Who are you getting?
South Lincoln Steve. Who we got for you, my friend? Ooh.
Jeez. What do you get?
Hey, but listen, we're banking on this being the craziest NCAA tournament of all time,
Who do
but you got Furman.
Furman opens up theirs with Virginia. So, yeah, good luck. All right,
Oh,
that's
that's
it
hilarious.
for On the Block. That's all 10.
That's all 10.
That's all 10 for
Thank you
for
guys
On the Block.
for for going and doing that. We know it was a little bit of work for you, but we do appreciate it. And
I'm pretty sure Iowa still hasn't been picked. So I think Iowa's still
they
in
might
there.
still be in there. All right, well,
Which is if Houston gets past Northern Kentucky, they face the winner of Iowa and Auburn.
you got
It's a hard road.
You've got buy or sell. Creighton gets to Sweet 16.
Sweet 16? No, sell.
Tell
They're
me
not
why.
getting past Baylor.
Ooh.
If they beat NC State, which that's upset watch right there. 11 seed NC State over Creighton, that's upset watch. Number 3 seed Baylor is going to roll past UC Santa Barbara, and then Baylor is going to drub Creighton.
Drubbing?
They're going to drub them.
Ooh.
So
Pecan Pie
I
said,
don't think
Sal.
I do not think they make it to the Sweet 16, unfortunately.
Brad Baldwin said bye.
All right, well, whatever, Brad. You do you. So this team. So
we know what your bracket's going to look like.
Indiana is a 4 seed.
Yeah.
In the what region? The Midwest region. If they win, they get the winner of Miami and Drake. Do you think Indiana can make it to the Sweet 16 where they more than likely will face Houston?
I think they actually got a good draw. And I like the way that they play defense. I think they're very reliant on the post play of Jackson Davis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they shoot the ball well enough. I think they definitely get past Kent State. I actually think I'm some reason I'm seeing Drake. I think Drake is they can shoot it.
I really like Drake.
I do, man. And I'm not saying I don't like I don't like just the music. I like him.
Saying it every day. Big Drake Bulldog fan right here. I saw him play Mississippi State at PBA.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I'm like,
everything.
Drake looked pretty good.
Yourself. So something about it just is not sitting right with me. I think their reliance too much. And I know DeVries. DeVries is a solid coach, and he'll have a plan. If he can get by Kent State, by Miami. So Miami's very athletic. Miami's tough. Like, I'm just going to be real about it. Miami's not going to be an easy win for them. If
Drake's my upset pick of the first round.
I might go with that one too. So yeah, I'm gonna buy.
I'm a big fan of that. Okay, I got one more for you.
Or I'm gonna sell. I'm selling
sell
Indiana.
Okay. I got one more for you NCAA tournament wise.
I think we're gonna be mad that the Big Ten doesn't go as far as people think.
The Big Ten is not gonna have anybody in the Elite Eight.
I don't think so. I really don't.
Purdue has the best chance, and they're not gonna make it.
I think there's only 2 teams that have maybe a chance. Purdue is, like you said, the best. Maybe one other squeaks out there, and I don't know who it is, but.
So another Big Ten team is facing the SEC champions, surprise SEC champions, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M, I saw them play, bro.
Buy or sell Texas A&M Sweet 16. That means they beat Penn State and they beat Texas. I'm just saying Texas beats Colgate. They beat Penn State, they beat Texas. Buy or sell Texas A&M Sweet 16.
I'm buying. I've actually seen them play, and I was quite impressed when I watched them in the Big 12 tournament. And here's why. Wade the Fourth, I watched that young man play at Lancaster High School, and I've watched him develop. And when you talk about NCAA play, Rico, you're talking about guard play.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got it. They've got tremendous. I'm talking about leadership guard play, not just the guard that's Allen Iverson-ish, that's just, able to go nuts on that level. I'm talking about he can, but he runs that show.
Gets everybody in the right position.
Yes, and I watched it in the Big 12 tournament, and I was quite impressed. I can roll with that. I'm buying.
Okay. I like Texas A&M. I don't know. Penn State has kind of been on a heater lately. They lost in the Big Ten championship, but they made it to the Big Ten championship game. So
Pickett is tough.
Penn State on
Pickett
a
is
little
a
bit
tough
of a heater.
matchup for anybody.
It's going to be interesting there. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
I kind of hope you get the Texas A&M Texas rematch.
I would love it.
Old Big 12 days, future SEC compadres in the future. 2024, 2025, they'll be doing. They'll be doing that. Not this season, obviously, but it'll be really fun to get that Texas rivalry up and going once again. But I think with that, we're going to be done with this first segment.
We got to take a break?
Yeah, we do. We got to get to another break. And up next, do we have Steve Sipple?
Steve Sipple's at a funeral.
Okay,
so we're not going to have Steve Sipple.
have Steve Sipple.
So we're going to come back and just talk.
Okay, we can
have
talk.
Great conversation with the group. The text line's been on fire, so we might just throw some stuff out there and just have you guys chime in with us.
Sounds fantastic. We'll be right back on the block.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employee form to start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 8th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-665-4650 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Expect mostly sunny skies. It will be windy, though. South winds gusting to around 25, even close to 30, but much warmer. We'll reach a high of 52. A few passing clouds tonight with a low of 36. Still windy tomorrow. South winds gusting over 30, but even warmer with a high of 64. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A lot of businesses say that they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise,
the business feels anything but for your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, as they do with customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Max 10 for men. Bye-bye golfer lines and t-shirt 10s. Take it to the max at Max 10. Get a 30-day pass, just $25 with stand-ups and laydowns for men of stature. Be a Max 10 man. Get 30 days for just $25 now at all 4 Lincoln Max 10 locations.
A lot of work goes into making Nebraska, Nebraska. Keeping it green. Helping it thrive. Making it fun. Everything that goes into caring for our outdoors, from waters to wildlife, plays a big role in making Nebraska home. Learn how we help conserve our state's natural resources at outdoornebraska.org.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back on the block. Rico and Stricky joining, not joining you. You're joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Thank you for joining, and thank you for tapping in on the Sutter Heyman text line with all of your wonderful comments, buy and sell, and all of that wonderful stuff that you guys had to submit. We appreciate that as well. Hey, so listen, we're not going to have Steve Sipple on. We'll probably have him on tomorrow, and just more conversations going out there. A lot of things are happening within this tampering period. There's a couple that kind of trickled in. One I really want to talk about, but I really want to talk to you because I know you have the heads up and the inside scoop on the Darren Waller trade and what the potential impacts and why did they only get a third rounder and just he's a tremendous asset that you gave away for a third rounder.
Yeah, so the Giants are acquiring Darren Waller from the Las Vegas Raiders, and they're so far, according to sources, the Giants are only sending a third-round pick, which is the number 100 overall pick in this year's draft, to the Raiders for a Pro Bowl, All-Pro tight end, one of the top 5 tight ends in the league. In terms of receiving, he's probably a little bit higher. And we were talking before when Jimmy G got traded from the Niners to the Raiders that in terms of weaponry, it was pretty similar. You had Devontae Adams, who you would compare with Deebo Samuel. You had Darren Waller, who you would compare with George Kittle. You had Josh Jacobs, who you would compare with Christian McCaffrey. Very similar weaponry-wise with Las Vegas. And then they go and they trade their best receiving tight end for a third-round pick. It doesn't make any sense to me, and it looks as if the Giants are kind of going all in after re-signing Daniel Jones and saying, he's going to be our quarterback of the future. They're going all in to surround him with some type of weaponry as they bring in Darren Waller for only a third-round pick, which if you think, why didn't anybody else offer that? Why didn't Miami offer another third-round pick? They offered a third-round pick for Jalen Ramsey and got him. Don't know why nobody else offered that for Jalen Ramsey. It's very confusing and strange exactly what's going on in the NFL in terms of these trades, because if I told Bach this on Happy Hour, if I go on to Madden right now and I am whatever team, if I'm the Giants and I offer the Raiders a third-round pick for Darren Waller, there's no way they accept it.
So then do the Raiders actually draft? What would be something they would be looking for then? Because see, my thing is, are you looking overall? No, what I'm saying is that you're moving them. Maybe you're thinking that the freaking anomaly that's down at Georgia, not Bowers, the other one, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're going after somebody like that.
He's not falling third round. You're gonna have to trade back. You're gonna have to trade up.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Who in the first round? Where are they looking to get better?
See where their first round pick.
So they have a second round pick too. That's at 38. So is that something that they may be looking to do?
Let's see where they're picking in the.
They're picking 7
draft. They've got the 7th overall pick, which I guess you could go with Washington out of Georgia if you really wanted to. I mean, you just traded away Waller, so I guess that might be somewhere that you're looking. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to go tight end in the top 10. He's a freak in nature, but I don't know if he's top 10. You have two picks in the first round.
So they may go with a cornerback because that is an area that they probably have. And,
I mean,
and one of the good ones out there is the one that ran a blazing 4.3 in Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah,
potentially
your head
because
coach is
you
an
missed
offensive
on
guy.
you missed on the defensive side as far as your DBs in the past. So
your
that's
head coach is
possible.
an offensive guy who was with the Patriots. I believe he was with the Patriots when they had Hernandez and Gronk at the same time. He was definitely with them when they had Gronk, so he understands the importance of a top-tier tight end in an offense. But that's what makes trading Waller for a third-rounder so much more suspect. I don't exactly know what their plan is. I don't even know who their backup tight end is, but it's going to look very strange if they don't end up drafting a tight end with a decently high pick, because I don't know where you're going after that. But
now they've got two in the third.
Better.
They've got two in the third now, right?
Yep.
So that might be where they're looking to go. Yeah, I don't think though. I don't think Bowers or one of them stay that long down. In the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is a running back somebody that they may have interest in? That's what's crazy. It's. I just don't understand. I'm trying to really understand what they're doing.
So they've got. So looking at this, I'm pretty sure that
I don't get it.
This is updated. No, that's not right. This is 2022. What are we doing here? No, it says 2023. 4 days ago, updated. So, okay. Yep. March 10th, 2023. Take a look at the complete list of. Okay, well, they put the wrong year in there, but yeah. So they have the number 7 pick in the first round, the number 38 pick in the second round, the number 70 pick in the third round. Now they have the number 100 pick in the third round, the number 109 pick in the fourth round, and then in the fifth round they have 3 picks.
So I can see them going defensive, definitely in the defensive backfield, possibly maybe a cornerback, maybe a safety, because they've missed in their first rounds on that. Arnett was one that they missed on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that they need to replace another one? I mean, you've got that with Devontae, but do you need a 1B? Is there some success that you can find out there? Because listen, Peyton is not gonna just sit back and allow the Denver Broncos to be in the mud. You got to look at the Chargers continuing to get better. Their defense is already stacked and set.
Mm-hmm.
Which direction they're going to go?
They just have to stay healthy.
They just got to stay healthy. And shoot, then also it's just tough out there. So I just don't know where they go.
So their 2 backup tight ends in Las Vegas are Foster Moreau and Jesper Horsted.
That don't scare me at all.
Foster's from LSU. He's in year 4. He's 6'4", 250. And Jesper is from Princeton. He's in year 3. He's 6'3", 237.
Okay, so obviously they've got some they're smoking the ayahuasca.
Yeah, I don't exactly know, because again, Darren Waller 6'6", 255.
So yeah, it's that I don't know where they're going with
And
that, but
speed
we'll
to burn.
see. But let's turn to this one. How does this Jalen Ramsey trade bow for the Miami Dolphins? Where does that take them? Well, because when I look at it, right, you're all in on Tua in his rookie contract, so you're good with that. You've got a new coordinator in Vic Fangio, right? That you're looking to build. Ramsey is a solid piece because there's probably some areas of deficiency there. But here's the crazy thing about that. He's given up 65% on his matchups. So, he's not the same. He's not the same. He's getting older. He's 29 now. But you have 2 solid veterans now at your DBs position in Ramsey and also Xavier Howard.
Mm-hmm.
They're very good in the zone too. So when you look at that, you got to look at their schedule too, because if Aaron Rodgers, Rico, is landed by the Jets, you would have to face them twice.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to face Josh Allen twice.
Yep.
You would have to face Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, and Dak Prescott. You want to shore up that DB room.
Yes,
but what's your
Mac
thought
Jones
about it?
twice.
Yeah.
Don't forget Mac Jones.
Oh yeah, that's your guy.
You got to face Mac Jones twice in the Patriots.
So that's the way I look at that. Is it an impact?
If you're thinking of if Jalen Ramsey can get back to a little bit of the shutdown lockdown corner that we all know Jalen Ramsey
He just seemed
can
uninspired
be.
out there in LA.
He did. He tweeted out, I've been praying on this for a while. He's very excited to be in Miami, so maybe he can get back to it. He played fantastic ball, fantastic ball at Florida State, fantastic ball at Jacksonville when he was there. So maybe it's just the state of Florida that he is drawn to, and if he can get back to any type of way that he used to be, then this is a massive get for the Miami Dolphins, because you can kind of put him on one person and take that person out of the equation. And if him and Xavier Howard are both on the same page, I mean, that's the 1 and 2 wide receivers for whoever they're playing against.
Yeah,
it's done. It's shut down. So you're gonna have to figure out a way to beat them. And their pass rush was pretty decent last year. Again, if Jalen Ramsey can get back to what we all know he can play as, or what he has played as, then this is a massive trade for Miami. But then again, they didn't lose much. They gave up a 3rd rounder for Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
So even if it doesn't work out, no skin off their back.
Right. That's crazy. Well, he is going to be looking for some money too. So that's another thing. You remove that problem from the Rams, and they definitely had that as an issue. But here's one last thing. When you look at the NFC beast that it was, as you said, the Commanders are going nuts,
making moves.
Moves. Obviously the Eagles won out last year. The bag is about to start hitting for Jalen, right? Isn't he hitting?
I think next year. I think he's on the final year of his contract, I believe. So
they're still going to be good.
They'll have to pay him,
touch him
unless they're going to franchise him and do whatever they're going to do. But he is going to command a lot of money, whether he re-signs with the Eagles or he goes somewhere else. Somebody is going to have to give a lot of money.
So then you've got the Cowboys, and I said them. Cowboys,
Giants, Commanders.
Okay, so who in that group right now is leading the charge on possibly, because it was tough. I mean, you almost had 4 NFC East teams getting in. Almost. It almost came down to that point. But who did the right things in the offseason now, Rico, and can emerge out of that?
Well, I mean, the Cowboys always have the names. They always have the big names with them. So they've kind of, I don't know what moves they've made, but they've stayed kind of silent. Washington, like you said, they finished 500 with a tie in there, whatever. But the addition of all of these offensive linemen that they're making to go along with the skill positions that they have, their new offensive coordinator and Eric Bieniemy to go in there and use all of the weapons that they have in the correct manner that they probably should be used, is going to bolster them a bunch. I don't know who their quarterback is, though. So that's going to be a big question mark for them. But, you'll get Chase Young back fully healthy, 100%, after he came back a little later in the season, but he was still, had that big old knee brace on, was kind of hampering him a little bit. He'll be 100% healthy coming into this next season. So your defense is going to get back to that. I really like what Washington's doing, but New York, the way that they started the season and kind of faltered down the stretch, that's just kind of what happens with a new coach. I think he was new. It was his first year, right? So that's just kind of what happens there. He's in his second year. They re-signed Daniel Jones. They've got Saquon Barkley, who's still healthy. Again, they just traded for Darren Waller for a 3rd-round pick. Wan'Dale Robinson will be healthy, who they took him in the 2nd round. He'll be healthy coming off an ACL tear. He already got his first touchdown out of the way. Sterling Shepard, they've got a ton of weapons in New York. I don't know how they're going to compete with Philadelphia, but Philadelphia is kind of the thing that happens. You make it to the Super Bowl, you lose a lot of people because people want to get paid. You don't have money to pay everybody, so they've been losing a decent amount of people.
Hargrave, the main one of that.
Yeah, I still think they lost Bradbury as well.
Bradbury too, yeah.
I think they'll still be good, but I don't know if they'll win the NFC East. Dallas is hard to say because they're always right there. They always have the names. I think New York is doing enough to possibly take that division this next season.
Interesting stuff. Thanks for breaking that down, Rico. I appreciate that.
I do what I can.
We got to take another break, and we'll have a crossover with the old school crew as soon as we come back after these messages. 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com on the block.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 27th. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Are you planting this spring? Make safety your priority. LES requires any landscaping or trees to be planted a safe distance from electrical lines and equipment to give crews safe access. Visit les.com/trees to learn more.
Hydrating, sports, Swedish, hot stone, aroma, and more. And don't forget about their couples massages. Book your appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating it.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that, options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dan has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batstoRats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
A lot of businesses say that they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business feels anything but for your best interest. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, as they do with customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B and diesel mechanics. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website and CP current deals.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. By John Henry's Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Expect sunny skies. It will be windy, though. South winds gusting to around 25, even close to 30, but much warmer. We'll reach a high of 52. Passing clouds tonight with a low of 36. Still windy tomorrow. South winds gusting over 30, but even warmer with a high of 64. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's with Austin on 7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
On the block for the crossover, Kenny Will High joining us in the building. What's going on, Kenny Will? Hi.
What's up, brother? How you?
I'm all right, my friend. Glad you can make it on this wonderful sunny day.
Sunny. Very
Well,
nice.
it's still chilly willy outside.
No.
Is it
Oh,
nice
it's gotten
outside?
better?
It's nice. I got some shorts, bro.
It was a little chilly.
I haven't been outside in a while.
Oh, that sun is shining.
I've been outside since 8 a.m.
Oh Lord, yeah. You feel like you're probably in that cell, that prison cell. Huh?
So I just walk out in the hallway and look through the window.
Because you can't see nothing outside this
Can't see
wall.
nothing in these walls. But hey, but the new building we're going to, we'll be able to see quite a bit. We have some window action.
Very nice.
Yeah, man, we're looking forward to getting into
So
that.
I'm gonna have a lot of food. That's gonna be a problem on my bank account.
So,
bro, that's all you do is eat?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh Lord, do you work out?
I do.
No, that means no.
No, I do, but I haven't for the last 3 weeks because I've been here.
Understand?
Because normally I go to work out at Farrell's. Shout out to Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 9:15. So I get here, do a couple things, then I go down and I work out real quick, 45 minutes, work out, shower, come back.
Gotcha.
But the last 3 weeks, we've had basketball, and I've been running the board in the mornings, and then I'm doing this right now. So yeah.
Speaking of that, I got a question for you. When did men start showering in their underwear?
What do you mean?
That's what they do now. Yeah.
Well,
even some of our players did it.
Well, I've said this before, and I had for me it was a privilege because that man can play. I played with Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Yep.
And obviously he was Muslim.
Yep.
So that was just part of his thing, is he would shower with his underwear on, and he would sometimes he would go when he was by himself, but obviously that couldn't always happen. But that was the first time I'd ever seen it. And so if that's something that's a new thing, a new trend, I mean, but listen, here's the thing. And listen, this is nothing, don't be calling in here. There's things that have happened in the NBA. There's things that have happened where people have said, they're coming out, and guys may have, and this is only speculation. I don't know. Could be some of that. I mean, it could be guys are just kind of a little bit hesitant to, expose themselves to people because you just don't know, these days. And that's not to say, that what you do is what you do and how you do it. I don't got no problem with that. But
you live your life.
I'm just saying that could be something that guys may have some hesitancy about.
Oh well,
maybe looking at somebody funny style. I don't know.
Gotcha.
But anyway, we've been talking about these brackets a little bit.
I heard my man said he's pulling for Drake.
I watched him play at PBA. I'd said it multiple times on the air. I watched him play Mississippi State down at the Battle of the Vault, and I liked it. I liked what I saw. They looked real good. I think that they'll get the upset in the first round against Miami. But that might be about as far as they go.
Who you got winning it all then?
Right now I think I have Houston.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't they just lose in the championship game?
They did.
Who's your Final Four?
Well,
there's only one number one.
I don't think any number ones get there.
So that was going to be my question.
I'm just going to say
any number one.
I don't think any.
There's only one seed that was a conference champion, and that's Purdue. Alabama lost to Texas A&M.
Right.
Houston lost to Memphis, and Kansas lost to Texas.
I think Alabama has the best road, and I still don't think they get there.
Both you guys felt like Alabama did. You didn't think Alabama would
I have no idea why I don't believe in them, but I don't.
Really? You think they're just
I just think there's so much parity.
Yeah. They definitely, like you said, they definitely have the easiest road ahead of them. Like, I mean, obviously the hardest team in their division, in their side of the bracket, is the 2 seed, but it's Arizona. Like Arizona, Baylor, and Virginia. That's their 2, 3, 4 seeds.
My sleeper, and I guess I can say sleeper, but they're not sleepers. But I'm gonna say Texas.
You're going with Texas
because you said guard play.
Yeah,
they do have good guard play.
And the other team in their conference is Baylor, with 2 really good guards.
Yeah, they get after you too defensive,
and they get after you on the defensive side of the court. So those are my sleepers.
That's interesting. Personally, I've got to go sit down and really look at it. I've got some invites to to play and get into these little things. It's always fun, but I'm upset crazy this year, and because I think this is the year where we're really seeing the full brunt of a lot of those players that got passed over because of COVID, the
Mhm,
extra COVID
mhm.
year, that ended up going to these other
Yes.
places.
Mhm.
And now it's starting to come downhill for them. And
Yep.
I mean, somebody mentioned on the
Yeah.
text line, Oral Roberts faces Duke. Oral Roberts has a center that's 7'5".
I think Oral Roberts will clip Duke.
You really,
I do.
really?
I said that's one to watch.
Now, Austin's not gonna like that.
No,
now.
he's not gonna
He's
like
not
that.
gonna like that. No, I'm not a Duke fan.
That's why I'm glad he's not here.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
not a
send him a
Duke
text.
fan.
They're playing better though towards the tail end. of this.
Undefeated at home.
Did you see Marquette? Did you see the?
I didn't
did you
get to
happen
watch
You
him,
didn't?
but I heard Shaka's got him
Marquette.
going.
He's got him going. Now I thought he was crazy for leaving
Texas.
going to Marquette,
He's a Wisconsin guy.
which I understand. But Texas, to me, Texas is a better job. Than,
Facts.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
that's not even to
even
you.
close.
That's just true.
So, but look where he's got him at.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to do well. That's why, like when he was at VCU, he
Yes.
seems to do well in those kind of
Wherever he goes,
those little environments like that.
he
where
struggled.
he
a little
gets
bit
the
at-
most
yeah,
out of it.
He gets the
his
most out.
guys.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
Yeah. So here's
Everybody's telling me I was wrong. I was wrong. Alabama made it to the SEC championship game, but Bama beat them.
Bama beat.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So there's only
You said-
two.
no Texas A&M
Texas
beat
A&M
them.
beat them. You said
Texas
Alabama
A&M
beat.
beat
You
them.
said Bama.
You said Bama beat them.
Yeah.
But
No,
Texas,
I said Texas A&M. Everybody's telling me that Bama beat Texas A&M in the tournament in their conference championship.
Oh no,
in the SEC.
they lost. Texas A&M won.
I know A&M made it.
Didn't they? I thought Texas A&M won.
Let's find out.
Bama lost.
I thought they lost.
Let's see. I was gonna make sure because I was pretty sure that they lost, but everybody's telling me I'm wrong.
Well, I thought they lost too. I
Nope,
watched.
Bama won.
Bama won.
Bama won.
82-63. Yeah, they
Oh,
destroyed them.
Destroyed them. I didn't get to see the whole game. I was watching some of it. I
Yeah.
thought they were going to win it.
Yeah.
But okay.
So there are two
Good.
conference champions as 1 seeds.
Well, good. Thanks. Hey, Sutter Heyman text line. That's one thing that they will do. They
Keep us
will
on our P's and Q's.
We got
Keep us
about a
on our
minute
toes.
left, man. Go ahead and hit that out. Who goes the furthest then of the 1 seeds that you see?
Well, y'all already got Kansas getting knocked. New Duke getting knocked.
No, who go of the 1 seeds?
Of the one seeds, yeah.
I got Houston.
You got Houston.
I got Houston.
I'm gonna go with the Jayhawks.
You going Jayhawks?
I'm gonna go Jayhawks.
The Jayhawks have the hardest portion of the
Which I
schedule.
understand, but they're still the remain.
And I'm only
they're
going to do it
champions.
because
Okay.
I'm going to say Big Ten. I think the Big Ten gets shellacked.
Yeah.
But I think Purdue. I'm going to say Purdue.
Really?
And gosh dang it, I hate that. 'Cause I did it last year.
No Big Ten team will make the Elite Eight.
I don't
Mark
believe
it.
it. I believe it
Won't
too.
happen.
He said it. Here
I believe it too. It's you. You heard it right here on the block.
on 314 day. You know what 314 day is?
Pi Day.
No. 314 day.
I don't know what it is, but we got 10 seconds to tell it.
314 STL. St. Louis.
There you go. We've got to get out of here. Old school is next. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Attention KNTK fans, the Ashton facility of Nutrient Ag Solutions is now